on the recording record, January 13th. We have a full board tonight. And I'll call the meeting to order and Pledge of Allegiance. Hal, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we don't have any public hearings tonight, approval of the minutes for December 23rd.
Okay.
Which my name. Any corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any privilege of the floor, public concern? Privilege of the floor, public concern? Anybody online? Privilege of the floor, public concern? Mr. Root? Hi.
Just, so the way, forget about me, I sit here for the council or additional housing, updates.
Well, I'm trying to think, been a while since you've been here, I'm trying to think the way we left it, but I think you had to work with Canandaigua and an engineering firm to figure out how to hook up to our system.
Today, all the new town board members in Canada, but they have no anything. So,
Well, yeah.
fill them all in again. So it's like starting from scratch, so I'm here.
Yep, we have 3 new board members and we have 2 new board members. Aaron, is it, how you remember it?
I
Well,
don't remember
what?
exactly. I kind of thought it was back in the residence court, but I may be mistaken about that. I have to pick that back up with
Yeah,
Bill here tonight.
we'll go back through our minutes last time you were here and figure out where we left off. So just to the new town board members, Mr. Drew lives on the Canandaigua side of the Canandaigua Farmington Town Line Road and doesn't have sewer. And it's not easy to connect to our sewer system for where his property is. All right, thanks for showing up. Reports of standing committee, Public Works.
Yeah, Public Works, met this morning right here at 7 o'clock. We got their updates from Water and Sewer and Highway and Parks. I'll start with, Water and Sewer. Our UV, repair and replacement parts have been received and they're coordinating a schedule for the replacement and stuff on the hydraulic cylinder. The bearings for the PFP have been delivered and they're, working on getting that into scheduling for replacement. Plan Tech completed the installation of the new influent building fan control panel, and that is operational now. They're coordinating with StarTech on heat exchanger number 2, for the completion of the work on that. Also coordinating with New York State Fence to do some more fence replacing. They got a quote on the last section that they need to do. There's ongoing pump station routine maintenance going on at different pump stations. Let's see, they've been testing the new generators and transfer switches and portable generator plugins on various stations around to make sure they all function correctly. They pulled the flow meters data out and are waiting on results back from MRB. They've had some electrical issues at PS6. They're also coordinating with Labella and the town of Victor, terminating communication wiring for the new generators. Let's see. They had a Cat machine. Cat was here for demoing their loader this past week. They televised the sewer lateral on Loomis Road. They did demolition of the old tank at Brickyard Road. They had a water main break on Retention Road. They replaced a hydrant on Green Road. They're doing inventory now on Water Park to get ready for their new material bids that are going out. They did a backflow device inspection at Saratoga Crossing. The electrical engineers walked through the Brickyard Road tank project to do a punch list. They continue doing, daily sampling at Brickyard Road Tank Vitals. Let's see, they investigated potential sewer backup on Buckskin Drive. They had some water main breaks on County Road 41. Let's see, they also had another one somewhere, I wrote it down, in Doe Haven. That's about it for water and sewer. Highway, the mailbox repair from snowplow damage, sign repairs from accidents and wind damage. Had a lot of fallen trees and brush around town they had to clean up. Plowing, salting roads. They had some dead deer pickups around town they had to do. They removed the snow on all the cul-de-sacs around town. Ongoing truck maintenance. They had to replace some, salt chains on truck 5. And then did some adjustments on truck 6, chain adjustments. They built the chain adjuster on truck 9. Did some brake, just mechanic work. They've done some brake and slack adjuster replacement on truck 6. Truck 2, they had to do some, plow shoe replacements. They also rebuilt a blow blade system on truck 7. Mixing salt magic, washing trucks, reduce corrosion, cleaning out floor drains and garbage removal and dead end to Collett Road. And I'm gonna leave this up to them to talk about. They got one resolution, we can talk about it when necessary. Parks are out plowing, salting parking lots, they're doing plowing salt, and salting sidewalks to the buildings. And they are working on tables. And let's see, they had some work on the heating system here at the town hall. They're waiting for parts. They repair on a sink at the highway for the locker rooms. And they're working on the scheduled sidewalk replacement for April 27th at the lodge. And that's all I have for them. That's it, Peter, that's all I have.
All right, thank you. On operations.
Yeah, operations met this morning. One resolution regarding a letter of credit we can discuss. Farmington Meadows incentive zoning. The engineers have submitted the documents and drawings for the overall preliminary subdivision plat and preliminary site plan drawings. Those are being reviewed by town staff and the engineers. That's adequate. Then the next step is introducing it at the planning board at their January 21st meeting. Fairdale Meadow subdivision. The planning board at their January 7th meeting completed the seeker process, a determination of non-significance, and they did do the preliminary subdivision plat with conditions for the 40-lot single-family home project there, just east of Glen Carlin Drive, between Glen Carlin and Fairdale Glen. No update on the Fish Property Solar project. Dimension Energy Solar, the Powerhouse Technology, that's State Route 96 in the area, County Road 8. They're still trying to figure out access to the site. Their options are basically going through a DEC wetland and having to go through that process, or seeking easements from neighboring properties. Still haven't received the application for the special use permit and the preliminary site plan. Again, they got to figure out access to the parcel. The old Brickyard tank, I believe, has been completely removed now, and Ron did include some pictures of the tear down. If you look at when you looked at the tank side by side, you could have built the new one over the old one. That column. The Farmington Fire Station #2 at Hook and 96. They should be coming to the planning board in March for their preliminary site plan process there. Ron's report will be posted. He'll have his report. Zoning Board of Appeals is not meeting in January, and they have their next meeting, February 23rd. Be posted on the website.
All right, thanks, Nate. Reports of other town officials, supervisor. Last Thursday morning, our monthly meeting where I meet with Supervisor Marin, Mayor McAdoo from the Village of Victor, Farmington Fire Department, Victor Fire Department, and we normally have a county EMS representative there and just talk about things in general, how it's going, how busy they are, active, how any calls they have. All the agencies are up considerably over 2024, their 2025 report. Also last week was the committee meetings at the county. I'm still the chair of the Government Operations and Insurance and a member on the Ways and Means Committee. I'm also still the chair of the Genesee Transportation Council, meets up in the city. Today I had my Ontario County Economic Development Committee meeting after our Public Works here. I had time to meet with one of the deputy county administrators this morning. And then I went over to the town of Canandaigua and met with the town manager in the town of Canandaigua. That's all I have. Highway and Parks.
Oh, two things, just give an update on like the snow that everybody knows that we've had a pretty rough December so far this year. It's just pretty constant. Not a lot of heavy snowfall all at once, but we've gone out a total of 43 days to plow the roads since the beginning of winter already. And we have ordered 1,800 tons of salt to date. And the other thing that I wanted to let you know is that the Parsons Group, the DEC, had a contractor come up to the landfill 420 Hook Road, and they are currently drilling and installing the well water or the groundwater monitoring wells to see if there's anything harmful getting into our system from the old landfill. They're up there. They were up there yesterday, and they're up there today.
It took them 2 years to get here from when they contacted me originally.
They are up there.
Good. Town clerk?
Sarah and I are busy collecting water and sewer payments and taxes, and to date for taxes as of this afternoon, we are over $1.6 million.
Aaron, water and sewer?
Yeah, Ron mentioned a couple items that I can add some additional information to. The material bid for all of our water parts that Ron mentioned was sent out today to all of our usual vendors. Be awaiting responses from them. The flow meter info that was downloaded did yield a good result, a suspect area on County Road 41 east of Wood Drive that seems to be taking on some additional water during rain and wet weather events. So we'll be doing some investigatory work to figure out exactly what's going on over there. The contractor Start Tech will be on site tomorrow to begin work to bring that digester heat exchanger number 2 online. It's been a long process. We're looking forward to that being wrapped up. Additionally, we ordered items, which was some signage and some flame arresters that were identified by our insurance review. Should have those in a couple of days, and we can address those items that they brought out for us. And staff was out distributing door knockers for water meter replacements. So as always, when we're doing this, my call to the residents, if you receive one, please respond. We are in the process of updating all of our water meters. The current water meters that are in most homes still are outdated, and the reading software and handheld reading device that we use is kind of on its last legs. So we're trying to expedite the process and get meters installed quickly. So important that the residents give us a call. It's a quick process, 10 to 15 minutes. We're in, we're out. The new meters are not a smart meter. They are simply a cellular device, less power than the cell phone that everybody carries in their pocket every day. And they have a lot of nice features for you as the resident. that allow you to monitor your water usage, set up protocols for leak detection. They offer a lot of features that our current meters just don't have. And then last, we're coordinating with the town of Victor in the area of Barkandoo and Rise to begin a sewer repair project up there. First item is going to be for our staff to get up in there and build a road. This sewer travels through the woods, and it is somewhat inaccessible currently. So working with Victor on that, anxious to get that underway. Thank you.
Yeah, all the brush became trees. And then, over 30 years.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Building and zoning, Caden.
So I have some numbers from our department for the month of December. So we did 5 fire inspections, 47 building inspections, and then we had 25 permits issued. In the second meeting of this month, I will bring the numbers for 2025 as a whole.
Thank you. Planning board, Ed.
Coming up on the agenda for next week is Farmington Meadows and Senate zoning project. We'll, looking to determine if the application is ready to go. We'll do Fairdale Meadows preliminary subdivision plat. We'll clear the public hearing that I forgot to close. Murphy 2-lot preliminary subdivision plat application. We'll be able to have a public hearing on that one. And we'll complete the edit and review input on the 2026 rules of procedure. That's all I got.
All right, thanks, Ed.
Yep.
Director of Planning and Development, Ron.
Yeah, the town operations report was posted today on the website. There are some photos in there of interest. You can see what the tear down looks like of the old water storage tank. Also a comparison, as the supervisor alluded to earlier, that you could have put the big new tank on top of the little one without disturbing it at all. The villager building over on Loomis Road is under construction. The steel is up on that 9,000 square foot building. There's a picture of that in the town ops report. We did last Thursday have a PRC meeting, and a new industrial site on County Road 41 is coming to town. There's also a meeting tomorrow morning with the engineers for Bridges for Brain Injury to get them straightened around on the information that's missing. The phase 2 TAP grant is due the middle of March, so you'll get a proposal for that at the next meeting. And finally, Marano Homes have decided they didn't want to grant any easements to the town, so we'll have to figure out what, if anything, we do with the Stone Dust Trail over there. That's it.
All right, thank you. No town engineer tonight, no assessor, no historian, no recreation. Agricultural Advisory Committee, Hal. All right, thanks for your attendance. And nothing, I don't have anything special on the finance side. Communications are on file, reports and minutes are on file. And we'll go to the resolution. First one's a confirming resolution authorizing the highway superintendent to hire Fritz as an MAO effective December 24th. Rate of $24 an hour with the understanding he will not receive holiday pay until January 2nd.
So moved.
Second.
Nate, second by Ron. Any comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Here's a confirming resolution authorization vacation time buyout, Carl Goss.
Moved.
Moved by Matt, second by Aubrey. Any questions there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You want to sneeze?
Closer.
Resolution approving the services for Frogger Wildlife Consultants not to exceed $390 a month. Matt? Questions there? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Or resolution approving the replacement of existing turret camera at the back porch of the Mertensia Lodge at a cost not to exceed $479.99.
Second.
Moved by Nate, second by Aubrey. And we did have a black spot there, not able to catch the kids, so we're gonna put a camera up there and give it a try. All in favor? Okay. Five is a resolution authorizing a final release of funds number 3 for the letter of credit for work within the Country Max warehouse and office building site plan improvements in the amount of $129,239.25. First by Ron, second by Nate. Any questions there? All in favor? Aye. 6, resolution authorizing the water and sewer superintendent to hire seaward equipment for preventive maintenance and staff training on preventive maintenance procedures for the Gorham Rupp pumps at pump stations 18 and 19 at a cost not to exceed $5,258.
Second.
Motion by Armory, second by Matt. Any questions there? All in favor? Aye. 7 is a resolution authorizing acceptance of partial relief regarding the storm sewer easement located at 6195 Fawn Meadow Road. First by Nate, second by Ron. This is in relationship to a sale transaction. The new homeowners would like to close on the house and move in. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 8, resolution establishing the penalty dates for all unpaid fourth quarter accounts located within the Canada, the Farmington Water District and the Victor Sewer Districts as of January 31st, 2026. Motion by Aubrey, second by Ron. Any questions on that? And resolution this thing here. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 9 is abstract 25 to pay the bills in 2025. General fund, $32,927.20. Highway fund, $62,911.69. Water tank repair, $34,870.62. Lighting district, $12.71. Sewer district, $74,684.13. Water district, $604,069.99. Payroll deductions, $29.46 for a total abstract to pay the 2025 bills, $809,505.80.
Second.
Motion by Nate, second by Ron. Any questions there? Any abstentions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And one thing is new this year, we had trying to put in the top 3 bills that we're paying. So that's City of Canandaigua, American Rock Salt, and Trojan Technologies. 10 is the abstract number 1 to pay bills for 2026. General fund, $84,024.13. Highway fund, $24,632.67. Cranberry Drive Road, $1,810. Storm drainage, $5,751.85. Sewer district, $49,838.84. Water district, $14,911.81. Payroll deductions, $299.36. Total abstract to pay the abstract number 1 of 2026, $181,268.66. Can I have a motion, please? Motion by Nate, second by Aubrey. Again, any corrections there or abstentions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Again, the top 3 vendors and this first payment for 2026. Ontario County Finance for workman's compensation. iWorkQ, which is our software programs that many of the departments are using. And Holland Company for almost $14,000 chemicals that are purchased at the wastewater treatment plant. Have no training listed here under $100, no waiver of the rules. Anybody else have any public concerns? Before we adjourn? Anybody online? All right, our next meeting is Tuesday, January 27th at 7 PM. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Renee, everyone, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.